Hey ladies, Colleen here, and we've been getting a lot of questions about what to do to just start rucking. Great questions. So first and foremost, weight. Are you gonna carry a weight vest or a backpack? And do you even need those things to get started? The answer is no. If you have not been doing any fitness, you're coming from 0 to this activity, or you may have been doing activities that may not necessarily involve lots of miles like Pilates or yoga, definitely start with no weight, choose a mileage between 1 and 3 miles and see how you feel. This is gonna be your sign of that was good, that was too much, or that wasn't enough. Then once you test out the waters with the mileage, then you can start adding weight. And the question is weight vest or backpack. So the thing with a weight vest is that you can't escape the weight. It is on you, it is around almost a 360 experience around your rib cage, and there is no escaping it. Like a backpack, however, once you have the straps, you have the chest strap, and you have the waist strap, that waist strap is gonna take that weight from your shoulders into your pelvis. So if you are planning on being an active rucker, doing higher mileage, or having heavier weight in your backpack or on your body, you are gonna wanna choose a backpack because that is gonna distribute the weight from your shoulders and your back to your hips, which is what you want. Now, if you are gonna be doing shorter miles, you're gonna be wanting to use the weight for activities and fitnessing, then maybe a weight vest is the way to go because the weight is held so snugly to your body that you can do a lot of different movements without it bouncing around. A backpack is a little bit more clumsy and it's bigger, so it might be getting in your way of different activities that you wanna do with a weight vest. So choosing your tool is totally up to you and your goals with walking, rucking, and fitnessing. Next up, we have how you are holding your body when you first start out with this walk or this ruck. So if you have been driving in a car or working at a desk all day, even just living life, maybe not doing those things, a lot of us tend to have a forward folded posture. So we're driving in our car, we're typing on our computer, everything is coming and hunching forward. So now we're gonna get out and do activity. We wanna think about opening up, blooming open, and thinking nice tall thoughts. Our chest is up, our heart is towards the sky. You can think about a string pulling your head nice and tall. And even if you think you're in a good neutral position, I want you to like open up further because you probably weren't. You're just stuck in a more forward position. So nice and tall. And when I'm walking, I want to think about maybe an exaggerated step just to open up my hips for a little while. Because if we're sitting a lot or we're not doing any activity, our hips can tend to be sticky and tight. So we want to make sure that we're taking a nice, long, comfortable step so that we can get those hips open and we can get that natural rotation happening from foot to top of our head. That's super important. So now other little things. I made a video on types of shoes that you can choose to walk and ruck in. Definitely go take a look at that. That has a lot of useful information about footwear. But a lot of the work is gonna come after you're done with your activity. So what I'm talking about is, first of all, adding a stretching routine into your daily routine. Even if you didn't do any movement, we all need to stretch and mobilize more. It is not the fun thing to do. It is not the sexy thing to do, but it is going to make or break you. Your recovery routine is gonna add on those miles or that weight in the long run. So what are you stretching? You're stretching and rolling your feet, your Achilles, your calves, your quads, your hip flexors, all those leg muscles that are doing a lot of the work as you're moving through these miles. You're also gonna wanna roll and stretch your upper body, your shoulders, because they're gonna be doing a lot of new movement, or they may be holding weight and doing work under load. The second thing that you're gonna wanna think about is your hydration. I talk a lot about this and I'm gonna be a broken record, but you wanna be drinking water from a quality source. So not tap water, not pure well water. You're gonna wanna put it through a high quality filter or get your water from a station or something. Please don't buy bottled water. That is just plastic, horrible for the environment, but the plastic also leaches into your body because it's been sitting in that plastic bottle for so long. That's a whole different conversation. So in your water, you want to be putting salt, gray salt, pink salt, Himalayan salt, plus iodized salt because our thyroid needs iodine. It's so important for us. So you can be drinking salty water, you can be drinking an electrolyte powder from a company, you can be drinking coconut water. You can also make your own electrolyte drinks with citrus fruits, honey, maple syrup, dates. That's a thing to Google. So we want to be getting proper hydration and minerals back into our body. A lot of us are lacking them, especially magnesium. So make sure that you're choosing to remineralize and rehydrate your body. On that note, you can look at different pH waters. It's a whole thing. We have more videos on just that topic alone. So we've got hydration, we got nutrition, so high quality, well-rounded meals. So we're talking high good fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. Fats are not bad. Fats are actually a requirement for women. Our hormones are produced and processed through on fat. So please do not be skimping on the fat. I know we've been told it's bad, good, but the bad stuff is the seed oils and the fake stuff. So think canola oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, margarine. Those are seed oils, or those are fats that you want to avoid because they've been so highly processed. Choose whole foods as much as possible. That's eggs, hard-boiled eggs, avocados, nuts, whole milk products like cottage cheese and yogurt, anything that you enjoy. Find a way to slip it in to your everyday meals. Most meals, you need a good amount of fat to not only lubricate your joints, grow strong hair and nails, but also help with our hormone production and just general regulation in our bodies. Protein for that muscle recovery, our immune system. Protein does so much more in our bodies than we give it credit for, but getting adequate amounts of protein is super important as you add more movement to your life. And then carbohydrates. So high carb or high quality carbohydrates. The sugar is what fuels your brain and your body. And something to think about that I think is really mind-blowing is that in a day, your brain alone uses 25% of your carbohydrate status in your body. So that's a quarter of your sugar in your body that your brain alone is using, and it's just in here. You have all the rest of these things from your brain down that need fuel. So please, please, please do not be skimping on the carbohydrates because this is your energy, this is your fuel for your body to do all the things that you need it to do. Live, work, play, play with the kids, be attentive, focus, and add the movement in and add the recovery in. So please don't skimp on all of your macros and micronutrients because this is what, again, is going to make or break you being successful in not only your rucking and walking, but in your life longevity of having the energy, having the joy, having the purpose that you want to keep doing all the things that you love. Last thing, again, we could go down a rabbit hole with it, but sleep. Sleep is where the magic happens. It is where your brain processes all that it's taken in for the day and your body is recovering from all the stressors that you put it under as well. And so we want to make sure that we're getting high quality sleep in enough hours. The biggest thing I say is if you have to wake up at a certain time because of work, kids, responsibilities, then plan to go to bed earlier. And I know this can be really tough, but I know a lot of us spend a lot of time on social media and Netflixing before we go to bed. If you can, please, please, please turn off the screens, pick up a book, a magazine, play a card game, do something that is off a screen, and it's an hour or so earlier than what you have been doing. Because if your problem is not enough sleep, then you have to build a new habit to go to bed earlier so that you are getting enough sleep so that you are recovering. You do not want to be extremely sore, tired, cranky, irritable, lacking motivation, lacking hunger. These are all signs that you are not getting enough of something in the recovery zone, and you may be overdoing it. So if you focus on the things that I've mentioned as a beginner, you are setting yourself up for success for when you want to add either more miles or more weight. If you have any questions or ideas or comments, comment below. But other than that, I hope you're having a great day and happy rucking.